Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds to 9 o'clock. With news, the energy markets are changing again. But first in China, the government there is getting frustrated at the lack of progress on pushing through its supply-side reforms. This involves measures to cut excessive industrial capacity, destock, deleverage, lower corporate costs, and in the Chinese way, to improve weak links. Apparently, at the top level of power, they are prepared to tolerate short-term pain to get the adjustment. But at regional levels, there is anxiety about how all this will play out. Tensions are rising internally. But one area showing a rebound is housing. For example, in Shanghai, the bounce is quite dramatic. India is expecting growth of nearly 8% this year, following last year's 7.6% expansion. That's what a top-level finance ministry official told the Wall Street Journal. The one proviso, that the monsoon rains arrive normally, and that seems likely this year. Banks are expected to fund the private sector growth spurt, and the government is to institute a GST to help fund its obligations. Banks, however, are not funding Australia's recent apartment boom in the way they once did. In fact, buyers who bought off the plan, especially foreign buyers, are finding Aussie banks reluctant to lend at all when time comes to settle, leading to a growing threat of fire sales in this market. A trend for New Zealand buyers to watch out for as well, especially as we have our own apartment building boom occurring now in Auckland. In New York, the benchmark US Treasury 10-year yield has bounced higher today to 1.74%. In fact, Wall Street is up very strongly, showing gains of well over 1% today in all the key indexes. The oil price is higher again today, with the US benchmark now just under $48 a barrel and the Brent benchmark at $49 a barrel. These prices are now at a 6-month high, driven by worries about global supply outages. And the long-term oil bear Goldman Sachs has changed its tune to be positive on the commodity, seeing $50 a barrel becoming normal as demand grows and supply declines. As a counterpoint, it's useful to note that at one point over the weekend, Germany produced almost all its electricity demand from renewables. It was a brief high point to be sure, but it is useful to show the scale of the progress they have made. The gold price is unchanged today at $1,273 an ounce. And finally, New Zealand dollar will start at 67.9 US cents, at 93.2 Aussie cents, and at 60 euro cents. The TWI is now at 71.6. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.